Hey Earth signs Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those cross-watching, welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. Today we're going to take a look at and see why is it that you've met your special person, okay? So what's the reason behind your meeting here, behind you crossing paths? Every person that comes into our life is either a lesson or a blessing. So we want to know, what is the reason behind your connection with this person you're meeting here? This is going to be a general reading, so please just keep that in mind. If you're after a personal tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. I will list my email address just below the video here, where the show more section is. I would like for you to take a moment and just really focus on your romantic person and their energy here. And then when you're ready, come back and join us. We'll give the cards a shuffle and see what is the reason behind the two of you meeting, your paths crossing with one another. I feel this connection with your person here is teaching you a lot of lessons here, okay? It may be a connection in which the two of you are in and out of each other's life, like a fluctuating presence. It may have been a connection in which the two of you have known each other like you've had history with each other and you've known each other in the past and you've only now recently reconnected with one another. But to me, the Page of Swords here shows an abundance of energy. The turbulent clouds in the background does suggest to us that there has been some sort of, challenges, some opposition maybe, some confusing emotions here, or some just confusion in general here with regards to this connection and this person. But it feels like there is a connection that the two of you share, okay? And to me, it feels like there's also a bit of a nervous energy. So I don't know if this person is someone who gets really nervous around you and has a hard time expressing their emotions, or I don't know if this is how they make you feel, where you get a little bit nervous and a little bit jittery around them here. Again, as an emotional state or even a quality, this card can mean that it sometimes can represent a person who's weary of emotional intimacy. So maybe that's the reason why this person has fluctuated in and out of your life. They're scared of emotional intimacy. They're scared of commitment. There could also be like a restless type of energy in someone who doesn't necessarily like to conform. It's a nervous energy, which to me sort of borders on anxiety as well. Maybe your person is just a little bit anxious or is scared of emotional confrontations, and therefore can be completely emotionally avoidant or just avoidant of communication and certain issues within the connection. I feel like some of the issues that this person is bringing to the surface kind of mirror some of the issues that you could be experiencing on yourself and within yourself. And this is why I feel like there's just so much lessons from out of this connection, learning to emotionally express yourself better, learning to communicate here with a sense of honesty, transparency, not really holding back, because you're only holding yourself back in the process. See, Nine of Wands reverse tells me someone here is running away from the problem. So I guess when things are good, they're good, but when things aren't so great, they're not really good at all, right? And it feels like someone here is afraid to open themselves up to love and becoming vulnerable here, right? Someone is afraid to emotionally express themselves. Someone is also afraid to confront pain or confront the issues that this connection can have. So to them, they're maybe prone to running away or just completely avoiding it. So this is why it's teaching you to not run away from your issues or not running away from any concerns, any red flags here. Okay, so It also feels like someone here is turning their thoughts or their insecurities into a personal prison that keeps them bounded here. So someone is afraid of opening themselves up and they keep themselves closed off like a prison. Someone is afraid of making a long-term movement or commitment from this connection, which is why I feel like, look, there are feelings there, and it's not coincidence that the two of you keep gravitating towards one another. But I feel like, to me, it feels like the reason why this person has entered your life is to help you understand some of the emotional trauma or some personal insecurities or personal issues of your own, because they're essentially holding up a mirror. Whatever you love about them and whatever you admire about them is things that you admire about yourself. On the flip side of the coin, whatever it is that kind of bothers you about them or upsets you is basically what also can be found within your energy. So this is like the universe's way of trying to show you that there are certain things within your energy that need to be healed, some emotional wounds that need to be nurtured here, some personal issues that need to be worked through, okay? And this is why this person has come into your life, to help you do that. So there's a lot of lessons which I feel like are making themselves available to you through and working through this connection. But it's up to you to not run away and avoid it. It's up to you to confront the pain, confront the issues, so that this doesn't keep happening with this relationship or with any future relationships here. So to me, it feels like there are some things that need to be faced here. In a way, they are self-inflicted, self-created. But whatever it is, it's like blockages. And if you're not going to work them on yourself, or if you're not going to work on this in the connection, it's going to prevent you to, in order for you to grow and reach the heights that you need to get to, right? So it's encouraging you to be brave, to be bold here with all of this fire energy. Don't make any hasty decisions that could potentially end up in regret here. Try and really think things through, and really try. To me, it feels like this is a reflection of a personal fear or a mentality that is absolutely impacting you or impacting your energy and overall impacting this connection. So the reason why this person has crossed paths, yes, there is potential in this connection, but this person has some inner work to do, as do you. And their appearance in your life, their presence is like sort of, they've come into your life and they're holding up a mirror and they're reflecting back to you what you need to work on. So the fact that they keep running away or they keep avoiding things, maybe that's a personal fear of yours as well that needs to be worked in, okay? But whatever it is, it's a fear that I feel like is consuming you or the both of you, and it's sort of like holding you prisoner, and you absolutely don't want that. It's a relationship that I feel like the both of you have been fighting for, and look, it's draining you. It's completely draining you. It's exhausting you. Yes, disagreements are absolutely only natural between two people, okay? But make sure you're not the only one in the relationship who's willing to do the work and who's willing to do this compromise and the sacrificing. You need to be able to meet each other. You need to be able to successfully meet each other halfway here to ensure, okay? And boundaries are absolutely important in this connection. Maybe the other thing that it's teaching you is to set up boundaries, because if your boundaries aren't firm, if they're not rigid, people are just going to come over and just step all over that. They're just going to knock those boundaries down, knock them sideways. So it's important that you do have boundaries. It's important that people know, when you say no, that's what you mean. Or, when you're not willing to entertain something or tolerate something, then stand by it, okay? It's important that you put up those firm, rigid boundaries here. Because to me, it feels like maybe there are certain boundaries that you need to be putting up to in order to keep certain people out. Okay. A lot of lessons. Look, there is a lot of attraction. It is a special connection, but I feel like there's so much about this connection is about letting go of your fears, anxieties, worries, insecurities, letting go of this mentality that no longer serves you, letting go of being unable to communicate and express yourself, letting go of any past hurt, past pain or resentment. There's just so much, I feel like, in the connection that is asking you to do some work on yourself here. The Two of Cups in reverse tells us that there may have been a balance in this connection once, but now it's broken, and there's a disconnection or a discord. That's not to say it can't be restored, because it can, but right now you guys are completely out of sync with one another, and you don't really share that emotional connection that you once have done in the past here. It could be like a breakup, a distrust, a disharmony here that we're picking up on, right? There is a sexual energy between the two of you, a fiery sexual energy here that's indicated by the cards here, but it's going to take more than that to keep the two of you back, like to keep the two of you coming back to one another. Okay, so here's the thing: if you don't love yourself, you're going to end up projecting that onto other people. Okay, in a way you might become really clingy, really needy, or just attracting the wrong type of person. That the same goes for your romantic energy. Okay, so there is a shadow side of the Two of Cups. There's a shadow side of every card here. So before you seek out someone else to love, make sure you love yourself. Make sure that you fill your cup with all this beautiful juice. Fill your cup and chalice, right, with this beautiful juice first before you go ahead and try to find fulfillment in a relationship. First give it to yourself, guys. Okay, so a lot of very deep, powerful lessons that this connection is trying to teach you here. Okay, it's up to you to open yourself up to those lessons. Alright guys, thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you interested in a reading, feel free to inquire. Otherwise guys, bye for now.